Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's May 1st, 2022. New month, new Bible. This is a Christian Standard Bible. We talked about formal equivalents, word for word, like the ESV and the New King James. We talked about dynamic equivalents, like the NIV and the New Living Translation we just finished. This calls itself an optimal translation. What does that mean? Well, it means the marketing department invented a new term, I guess. But according to them, they start with a dynamic translation thought for thought, and then they kind of go back through and match up the words. So it's kind of falls in between the two. How good of a job do they do? Well, we'll find out. It's supposed to be easier to read, pretty easy to understand. It does have some problems in the Psalms. They kind of come out wooden and not quite as poetic as they do, but we're in the New Testament, so we shouldn't have that issue. And we're actually in the book of Ephesians, and we're going to read chapter 5, verse 1 through 21. Therefore, be imitators of God as dearly loved children, and walk in love as Christ also loved us and gave himself for us a sacrificial and fragrant offering to God. But sexual immorality and any impurity or greed should not even be heard of among you, as is proper for saints. Obscene and foolish talking or crude joking are not suitable, but rather giving thanks, for know and recognize this. Every sexually immoral or impure or greedy person who is an idolater does not have an inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Let no one deceive you with empty arguments, for God's wrath is coming on the disobedient because of these things. Therefore do not become their partners. For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light, for the fruit of the light consists of all goodness, righteousness, and truth, testing what is pleasing to the Lord. Don't participate in the fruitless works of darkness, but instead expose them, for it is shameful even to mention what is done by them in secret. Everything exposed by the light is made visible, for what makes everything visible is light. Therefore it is said, Get up, sleeper, and rise up from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. Pay careful attention then to how you walk, not as unwise people, but as wise, making the most of the time because the days are evil. So don't be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. And don't get drunk with wine, which leads to reckless living, but be filled by the Spirit, speaking to one another in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing and making music with your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for everything to God the Father in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, submitting to one another in the fear of Christ. May God bless the reading of the Word. May God bless you. Bye.